Okay, the time has come to talk about yet another anime, and the anime that I'm going to talk about now is called Black Lagoon. This anime came out for several years ago. It came out in 2006, and yeah, it has, as far as I can tell, 3 seasons that have been coming out since that time, and we're going to talk about all of them in this one podcast. Let's start with the first season, which is simply just called Black Lagoon. And this anime is, before I tell you anything else, it's ranked as number 429 on my anime lists. It's the 108th most popular anime on my anime list, and over 500,000 people have rated it, with an average score of 8.11 right now. Yeah, that was actually interesting, because of those 500,000 people, there are only 268,000 that have scored it. But anyways, that's a rather high population of people that have given it an average score of 8.11. Anyways, this anime is an seinen anime. It's a more mature anime with age rating of 17 plus, since there is a lot of violence and so-called profanity in it. It's also an action anime, and well, other than that, I'd say that it's maybe a bit gory sometimes, but not more than a usual action movie. You might see some blood, but you know, anime can have that. So there are several other animes out there that are even more violent than Black Lagoon. So yeah, I can understand that they don't add the gore genre into this description. Let's just say that it's an seinen action anime. And yeah, the story starts off with following this looks like a typical person working in an office kind of person, with suits and a shirt and you know, the slips hanging in the middle, black hair, and he's just yeah, your normal main guy, average Japanese businessman. When he suddenly meets his should we say his destiny or whatever, when he enters this harbor, I think it was. You know, I can just say that it's been a long while since I saw this anime, so I might not remember all the details that some others people do, but what I do remember is what I thought about it. So yeah, let's just be short and precise that you have this main character. He is this typical average businessman, and he suddenly, without me remembering exactly how, he gets involved in this criminal activity, kind of underground stuff, where he eventually meets the other main character, which is called Revi, who is called Revi, sorry. And she is basically this female gun shooter lady that works for this this undercover pirate business people, and they are doing various missions, everything from, you know, stopping criminals to, I think it was shipping stuff from one place to another. They have this boat that they drive around in, and he gets kind of forced into this business. Yeah, I think he got forced, but I can't remember exactly how. But they are the two main characters. You also have two others, Benny and Dutch, are they called? And together these four characters, for the whole first season at least, go on these various tasks where a lot of stuff happens. You have action, you have a lot of shooting, and well, the main lady, Revi, needs to show herself from a skillful side when she shoots around on the bad guys, and there is a, you know, yakuza stuff, and there is criminality, all kind of things. And yeah, as mentioned, they often go on this boat from one place to another. So yeah, that's how the story goes. When it comes to the story, I think it is an entertaining one. You may not have this continuation from start to finish. I can't say that I remember that 100% from the first season, but I think it was pretty much following kind of these 4 to 5 episodes stories where they have to, do various tasks in order to get supplies or save people and defeat criminals and similar stuff like that. And I do remember that I found Black Lagoon an interesting and entertaining anime. I did like the main characters, both Revi, which was a pretty badass woman, and she was cool, of course, with some depth. There are some scenes that I can recall from my head where she had conversations with our other main character, Rokoru Okajima, his name is. He is at the start of the anime. He seems to be just like a big pussy, He is weak and seems to be having this fear of using a gun, I think. And he was pretty weak, and he had to be protected by Revi and the other guys. But he grows a bit, and he is a wise person. He certainly, knows right from wrong and seems to be an interesting guy in that field. But for the main part, I think it was Revi that stood for the entertainment. And she has some personality as well. And I did like some of the conversations between these two guys, these two characters. I can't say that I cared so much about Dutch and Benny, but they are also there, so yeah. Adds to the story anyways. The characters are, as mentioned, they are good. Some of the bad guys, I think they're pretty forgettable. I can't remember them so much, but I think maybe there were some. When I think back, there were some of the cool. There were some cool guys, yeah, and a lot of interesting action going on between them. Which brings us to the next part, which is the entertainment value, because, pretty good entertainment value. You need to like action, of course, and the animation looks pretty nice. Definitely one of the better art styles I've seen. It kind of reminds me about other animes with cool art styles, such as Death Note and Bleach. But yeah, Black Lagoon has a nice art style. The animation, I think, was good. Can't remember how good it was, but my initial thought is that I liked that as well. The music, can't say that I remember so much about it, unfortunately. I think, I should see this anime one more time someday. But I did give it an overall of 8 of 10. And I think I will stand for that character now, even though it's been years since I saw it. But it's a pretty good anime, and if you like action, you like more mature stories and more mature animes, or seinen animes, as it's called, this one is for you. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna say now. 8 of 10 for the first season of Black Lagoon. We might talk about the other seasons later.